Happy Friday and welcome to a new vlog. I'm starting a little bit late, it's 1:25. I did not sleep well last night. I kept waking up, I don't know why, I just kept waking up. I couldn't fall asleep. Eventually I fell asleep and then I was awoken by Eiley attacking my feet, but then she stopped pretty soon after it. I think I sprayed her with the spray bottle, I can't remember. We had a delivery and the doorbell rang and that was also annoying. That woke me up. Then I fell back asleep until about 11:30. We have two lovely woodcrest birds. They're sitting up on top of the metal part of the line, the washing line. Since I have like half an hour until I have to start work, I think I might take out my old laptop and have a look at creating an SVG file. I have Photoshop on that. It's a very old version of Photoshop. What's really annoying is that if I want to put Photoshop on my new laptop, my Surface Pro, I have to pay for it and I have to pay for it monthly. So I don't want to do that. I think I can create SVG files anyway on Photoshop, so I just want to see if I can do that. It would mean an extra step in the process where, like, if I wanted to create my own SVG file, I would design, like, I could always draw something or something on my Surface Pro if I wanted to use the pen, transfer it on over to my old laptop, turn it into an SVG file and transfer it on back. Also, that old laptop has the Sims on it. Eiley. Hello. What are you doing? Okay, I'm on my last break from work and well, today is the day where we mark the end of an era. We're cleaning out the attic because we need to make space. So we're dividing things into recycling, things to be thrown away and things to be donated. But one of the things that we have to throw away is Big Pink. My good old, trusty, broken, very broken suitcase. I love that suitcase. I've had it for years. It's come literally all over Europe and to America with me and everything. So I'm gonna have to find a new one. So I might go to TK Maxx and see if they have any new ones. Now is the time of the year usually when they start getting in their new stock for holidays. So hopefully I can find a nice new version of Big Pink. Also, I did something. I updated my whiteboard, so I took off all of the tape that was on it and I replaced it with this. Now this line here is a little bit thicker than it should be, and Friday for some reason is thicker than it should be, but otherwise it's exactly what I wanted. So this, I made all of the days of the week and the start, break, lunch, break and finish all out of vinyl along with the lines, and then I just wrote in with the whiteboard marker the times, so that's next week's breaks and lunches. It took me ages because just as I was about to cut, I realised it's not going to cut out the way that I wanted to. It was going to cut out each individual square, but I didn't want it that way. I wanted it to be like a whole piece. Now I did have to divide it, so I went, you know, day to Thursday and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so that's why there's a thick line there, I think. But otherwise, it's exactly what I wanted. So what I did was, I went into my photo mine and I created the squares that I wanted, and I wanted to see if I could put in the PNG file and cut it with that, but I couldn't. But Creative Fabrica, because I'm a member, allows me to upload a file and it'll convert it to an SVG for me. How much easier is that? Anyhow, it is almost 8:15, so I better get back to work. It's just gone midnight and I decided at like 11 o'clock to do my nails. So I did this colour, which I unintentionally matched my Pal Strong wristband. But yeah, I like it. I did a biab and then I just decided to put the colour over it. Eiley just decided to commandeer my hot water bottle for herself. She's looking so cute. Eiley. Hi everybody, it's Saturday and I just came home from #SuperValue. I wore this Montana jumper. It's not my first time wearing it. I've worn it a couple of times now. And I was in Cleary's with Dad. We were getting bird seeds and stuff. And I was like, my neck is itchy. And I put my hand here. There was a little piece of plastic, you know, the thing that keeps the tag on the clothes, still on the jumper. That's wild. I've worn it a couple of times. Anyway, I'm going to change out of it now because I don't want to get it dirty. I'm going to go and have my lunch. Hello, Eiley. I finished my lunch. I decided to put on my Smithsonian Air and Space Museum hoodie from Washington DC because it's kind of cold, and I'm having some coffee. So in the coffee pods that came with the machine, there were 4 espresso pods, and I've kind of put off having them, but 2 of them were the same. They were purple. They're the same flavor, except one was caffeinated and one was not caffeinated. So I decided to mix the caffeinated and the decaffeinated to make a half caff double espresso. It's nice. I have flavors that I would prefer, but it's not bad. So, yet again, like, literally the only one that I've come across so far that I've been like, oh god no, never again, is the festive one, the red one. Anyhow, today I'm planning on doing nothing. I know most of my vlogs are me doing pretty much nothing, just working, but I'm tired, I want to relax. And then at 5:30 this evening, I think it is, on BBC One, it is the return of literally one of my favourite programmes of all time, Gladiators. I cannot wait. It's 20 to 5 and I'm freezing, so I'm gonna have a shower and then I need to cook some food for my dinner. So I think I'll have my shower first and then cook. I am washed, I am fed. I cooked some fajitas. Well, technically, I mean, I cooked some chicken and peppers with some fajita seasoning, but I didn't have any tortillas with them because the tortillas were expired and I didn't think it was probably very safe to eat expired tortillas. So I just had the chicken and peppers and I had them in some bread. It was really good. Now I am going to hunker down and probably watch some hurling because the intermediate All-Ireland club final is on. The junior club final was on before this. Tullaher won. Whoop, whoop. So we're hoping for Thomastown to win. Oh, and then I have Gladiators recorded, so I'll probably watch that recording when I'm finished. My skybox wouldn't work, so I went over and I plugged it out for a minute. And when I sat back down, I accidentally stood on Eiley. Eiley, I didn't know that you were there. I'm sorry. Do you forgive me? Is this the face of forgiveness, Eiley? Do you forgive me? I'm sorry. After some very exciting hurling, I am now gonna watch Gladiators, and I bought some Bailey's ice cream today. It is Carrick-on-Suir. I haven't tasted it, but oh my god, it smells. The smell of Bailey's off of it is unreal. So I had a look, because I said Bailey's flavour. It actually does contain Bailey's. So I'm gonna taste it. This is my first taste. It's very Bailey's. I finished the ice cream and I have to say, while it was really nice, I enjoyed it, that initial flavour of Bailey's kind of disappears. But it's still good. Is it worth $6.25 or $6.50 or whatever it is? Probably not. But it was on special offer for $4.50, so yeah. Also, first impression of Gladiators, it's like classic Gladiators. I'm enjoying it so far. I really enjoyed Gladiators. Although, in the final eliminator, right, there was one problem for me, because most of it was the same as the classic Gladiators. But when they got on the first podium, right, so they go over and under and over and under or whatever, and then they climb up the rope and they're on the first platform. And then normally they had the thing, and it was like the thing on a bike that you put your feet on to make it move, except it was for your hands, and you did that thing and you made your way across and then onto the second platform to jump onto the cargo net. But they didn't have that. Instead what they had was, it was like a horizontal ladder, and they had to like monkey bars across. So that was the only one, I will say that was the only one on the eliminator that I didn't like, because I loved that thing. Overall though, it was good. You know, they had some classic games like Duel and Hang Time, and then they had some new games, although that one with the button in the middle and they have to like run past one another to get it, I don't know, that one, not sure. Anyway, enjoyed it. Everybody, it's Sunday. I just had my lunch and I also just washed my face. I need to brush my teeth real quick, but yeah, I'll do that in a minute. I washed my face with CeraVe facial. It's hydrating cleanser. It's for normal to dry skin. And then I followed it up with this Kate Somerville exfoliator. It's really good. Now, I need to brush my hair, even though I know you're not supposed to, but I dried it naturally in a plait while I was asleep in my satin bonnet. So it wasn't dripping wet when I went to bed, but it was still damp. And it's just wild today. So I'm going to brush it and tie it up. And then I think we're going to Waterford. I decided to wear my Garfield jumper. I haven't worn it in ages. And these are earrings that I have that are little Nintendo Entertainment System controllers and I love them, so I decided to put them in. I am home from Waterford. I had my dinner. We went to Waterford and then we went to Aldi and then I had dinner. And I had a can of Four Loko strawberry lemonade with my dinner. It was actually really good. Quite enjoyed it. What did I do when I was in Waterford? Well, I went to Michael Guyne's. In Michael Guyne's, I bought literally €1.70 for 2 meters of this waistband elastic. The waistband in my pajamas bottoms that I'm wearing at the moment, and like 1 or 2 other pajama bottoms, I think, have stopped working. The elastic is gone in them. So I said I'd buy some elastic band and see if I can fix it. I also went to Boots, and in Boots it was very exciting. I got 3 packets of organic cotton pads. These are organic double-faced cosmetic round cotton wool pads. And then I got myself some face exfoliating scrub. So I got this is the tea tree and witch hazel. I love the foaming face wash, so I decided to try this exfoliating face scrub. And then there was also another Boots brand one. It's the everyday cucumber facial scrub, so I'm not going to use it every day, obviously. And I also bought this L'Oreal Infallible lip eyeliner. Anybody who's been following me for a while knows that I've been struggling with eyeliner. When I wore eyeliner last weekend, my eyelids swelled up quite badly after it, and the same when I bought an eyeliner and I just put it on to test it out, took it off immediately, and again the same thing happened with my eyes. Now I'm going to do 2 tests with my eyes. I'm going to actually just put some micellar water on a cotton pad and I'm going to use it to just wipe my eyes with nothing on them and see if I get any reaction, because maybe it's the micellar water that's causing the issue. And then I'm also going to do one with some liquid liner and see if I wash that off with like a cleanser or an ointment or something rather than the micellar water, and see if that makes a difference. And of course I went to Penney's. Ow. In Penney's I got these UC Berkeley tracksuit bottoms. I love my Yale tracksuit bottoms. They're grey, they're so comfy. They do have a different ankle, so these ones the ankle is gathered like this, and on the other one it's more like the wrist of this jumper. But I thought I'd try them. They were only a tenner, so I said I might as well try them. I also bought this vitamin C booster serum. It's 3% vitamin C. They had one with 10% vitamin C and it was €8, but I just thought, look, I'll try the lighter one. As I mentioned, I also went to Aldi, so this is not a Trader Joe's haul, it's an Aldi haul. I don't know about anybody else, but I love a fruit pastille, and what I love to do is I open this bag and I will put it into a tin of, I had travel sweets, and I'll put these in, and they're just nice to have in my drawer when I feel like a little something just to keep me going throughout the day. I also saw these, they're Parmesan and garlic twists. I thought they looked interesting. I really like those kinds of twisty breadsticks. They're always so nice. They're like a puff pastry kind of texture. I'm looking after Miss Eiley Cat. I got her possum pouches. They do them in salmon, chicken and cheese, and she loves them. And then finally I bought myself a treat. It's something that I saw in the shop that I couldn't resist getting, because it's a BNBN I tried on my new tracksuit bottoms and oh my goodness, they're so comfortable. I decided to try my new eyeliner. I put it on the waterline and the tie line and then on my eyelid itself, and I think it looks good. It's very easy to apply, and now I hope that tomorrow morning when I wake up my eyelid isn't twice the size it's supposed to be. I used my micellar water to remove my eyeliner. I actually also put on a little bit of eyeshadow, but I used it to remove my eyeliner off this eye, and then I used it on this eye which had no eyeliner on it. So tune in tomorrow to see if my eyes swell up in any way, shape or form. I mended my pyjama bottoms. What I did was I got my elastic band and I measured the length of it around the new tracksuit bottom I got, because it fits me very snug and perfect around my waist. Then I marked the length of elastic and I left a little bit extra and I trimmed it, and then using a safety pin I safety pinned the bottom of it and fed it through. I undid the stitch at the back, at the seam at the back. The elastic that was in the pajama bottoms is actually serged in, or like it's sewn in with an overlocker stitch. So I didn't undo that and remove it. I had to undo a little stitch at the front where the bow is, because the ribbon for the bow was sewn in. So I undid the stitches on either side of that, fed the elastic the whole way around the waist, and then I sewed the elastic itself into the loop so that the elastic was one large piece. I then sewed the front where the ribbon is back into place, so that means that the front of it is secure so it can't move, and then I sewed the back seam using a zigzag stitch so that it closed the seam and also will keep the elastic in place there. Then I deep cleaned my machine. Like, I give my sewing machine like a light clean every so often, like, you know, in around the bobbin case. But what I did is I actually properly took the machine apart. See, if I wake up tomorrow with a big inflamed face, you're gonna have to check out my next vlog because I'm ending this one now. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it maybe, subscribe if you want to see more of my big swollen face. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok or Threads, my details are in the link tree down below and they're also at the end of the video. That is it for me. TTFN.